Guess what?
It's a passport day.
Passport day.
I'm glad I included that little piece of footage there for Lynn getting her passport. We were actually missing one little piece of information that we didn't know about until we got to the last step at the immigration office to get her passport. But it's done, it's out of the way, and we will see it in about 10 business days. What I want to talk to you today about is an alternative product to the CHB and the AAC block that I was seriously going down this path in a big way. There was a couple of little nuances that I didn't like about the product, but overall, alrighty, so let's get into this other system that is not CHB, aka hollow block, not AAC, aerated concrete. Let's talk about Walltech. That product is a panel system, not like the AAC panels, but I think it's hardy board with a finished skin already on it. They look like they came in lengths of about 4x8 sheets, and you still had to use rebar, and then you pour concrete down in the middle. And to me, that was well, it was to the point where we were starting to request quotes. Then they said, when would you pick it up? Probably, I guess, to schedule ahead. And then, you know, I was looking at, no, I want you to include the shipping cost, etc. for this project. And then when I told them it was a different island, they were like, I just point blank said to them, look, you want to ship your products, surely you guys know cartage companies. Then I had to explain cartage. Anyway, as with all of the products that I've ever gone down this path with, there seems to be a little edge to the beginning of the conversation. And I'm not sure if that's how I do the engineering, how I, request quotes, all of that type of thing. Maybe I'm just a little bit too Western blunt for it. And I suspect, again, it's probably coming down to a little bit of language, as I mentioned, the cartage issue. Now, I really like the product, and after seeing Texas Filipino's vlog on how he put his electrical inside his solid concrete pours, we would have just done the same thing. The electrical would need to be a top-down process, right? So in other words, you're going to come from the ceiling and everything will go down. Coming up through the slab on something like that would be almost impossible, I think, to do, guys. So, but there are ways that I think you can get around that easily enough, and it may just involve you, maybe going to an appliance store where they've got refrigerators and all that foam is sitting around. And if you just scalped up some of that foam just to lay in behind the electrical to act so it won't push back, right? So I think that's the solution for you. You would pre-prepare the panel in advance and then lay it in place, get ready for your pour, do your pour, and then extend your electrical pipe going up for the next level, because these panels are 4x8 and it would depend on the ceiling height that you would want to go to. The only application that I've seen these guys doing is laying it down this way, not vertically as you would do with the AAC panels. They're designed to be straight up and down and then interlock as you go across. Now again, the nice thing about these is that it looks like it's a hardy flex with a sanded finish on it. And then you would go in and finish up the seams and then do your white non-sanded putty layer and then go to paint. Okay, looks like it's pretty straightforward, guys. And because it's got a skin on it, your outside corners, that might be, say, near your fridge or whatever, solid. Okay, very solid. And that's why in the AAC product, oh, there we go, we can't speak again. With the AAC, I think we've come up with a good solution there and just use drywall corners to have that impact on the corner. And then just treat all your walls as if they're drywall. Why does it have to be solid as concrete? It doesn't need to be, guys. We've all put up with drywall. We've all known how much of an impact it can take. So why are we spending all this extra money putting a sanded layer on? Doesn't make sense at all. So now coming back to the Walltech system though, again, it's already got that sanded layer on it. Whether the seams need a sand or not, that's a different question. Probably can just get away with putty and then you'll be done. Okay, if you guys want to see a live stream on this, just let me know. I'm not going to book any live streams until my audience base gets a lot higher. I've been talking with a fellow about how to launch the shorts and stuff, and my first one was wrong and the second one was right, and you know, he's just got some tips and tricks that he wants me to implement. So all of my shorts will involve Lynn in them because it is Kent and Lynn, Canuck Summers, Pinoy Winters. Anyway, other than that, just booking along. Lynn's got her passport on the way, and I am a happy camper about that. Where are we going to go before we get to the Philippines this year? Who knows? Later, Gators.